got a new report from ESPN's Jeff Darlington as he says J.J. McCarthy could absolutely start week 1 for the Minnesota Vikings. What's going on, guys? My name is Patrick Siepman. Welcome into Vikings Now by Chat Sports. Super excited to dive in today's show. It's going to be breaking it all down. Could J.J. McCarthy start week 1 for the Minnesota Vikings? We'll get to that here in just a second, but I just want to make sure all of you guys are subscribed here to the channel. We're closing in on 26,000 subscribers here, so first off, credit to all you guys who have hit that sub button already. But if you guys are new here and want the latest around your newest quarterback in Minnesota, hit that subscribe button, lock us in as your go-to Vikings YouTube channel. So let's talk about it. Should JJ start week 1? That is the debate amongst Vikings fans, and we're going to break it down. I wanted to start off today's show by just giving you guys this 3 pros and 3 cons to JJ starting. So the number 1 pro to starting a rookie quarterback right away is just the experience that he's going to get. You know, you can make the argument, why waste time? Why have him sit a year when he could just automatically go in there and get the experience right away? So I think number 1, just getting JJ more real NFL on the field reps, not practice, not preseason, but live game action, I think is the best argument you could make for him starting right away. Number 2, you would get a quicker evaluation of him. We saw this with the Arizona Cardinals when they drafted Josh Rosen at pick 10, same as the Minnesota Vikings drafted J.J. McCarthy. They moved off him after just 1 season, and they selected Kyler Murray with the first pick next year. Now, let's just say it all goes to hell, and J.J. is a complete bust, and he just is not ready, and the Vikings are so bad that they have the number 1 overall pick. And let's just say like a guy like Quinn Ewers or Shedeur Sanders, like one of those guys looks like an automatic home run, franchise-changing, franchise-altering prospect. Like starting JJ, obviously this season, you're going to be able to know all about him. Now, number 3, also a pro to starting, more of a positive view of this, building chemistry. And, you can build this chemistry in practice and in training camp, and I understand all of that. But, building chemistry with on the field, throwing to guys like Justin Jefferson, throwing to guys like, Jordan Addison and building that connection on the field. I mean, we've seen it with guys in our own division. Like, the chemistry that Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Addison had with each other was fantastic. I mean, the back shoulder throws that they were able to pull off against the Vikings, I mean, that was built over years and years of just constant repetition. So these are my 3 pros to JJ starting: the experience, quicker evaluation, and then obviously just building the chemistry with the guys on the field. But I do want to talk about JJ, some pros to sitting for a year behind Sam Darnold. And number 1 for him is just the off-the-field stuff, man. I mean, building up the frame. He is a slender guy. He's 6'2", 6'3", only weighs, I guess he weighed in at 220 pounds, but he played this past year at Michigan more likely at 195. So just having him focus, maybe not on the week-to-week game planning, that you obviously go through as an NFL quarterback as a starter, where he's more focused on the weight training and just overall developing his game, I think it could be huge for him. Also, number 2, Kevin O'Connell. Kirk Cousins has came out and said this. Kevin O'Connell's playbook was one of the most complicated and confusing playbooks to pick up from year 1, but he did say it got easier over time. So, listen, I think learning the playbook and having him sit behind Sam Darnold and just kind of take it from a bird's eye view of like, Sam Darnold exceeded on this, or had a positive play on this play. Well, what did he do? He had a negative play on this type of play. Well, what did he do wrong? And let me learn from it. I think JJ would really excel from, just sitting back for a year and really deep diving into the playbook, which obviously if he does start, he would still be able to do it, but just not to that same extent. Number 3 for me is probably the most important here. You don't want JJ to lose confidence. This is why I was nervous as a personal J.J. McCarthy fan. Like, if he would have gone to, like, the New England Patriots, the Washington Commanders, not a good spot for a rookie quarterback, in my opinion. Like, if you get thrown into the fire right away and you have a couple bad games and you start off your career 1-6 and, you're throwing for 6 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and you just don't look the part, like, you can lose confidence very, very quickly. And I'm a big believer. And, not just sports, but in life. If you are confident in your job and you're confident in what you do, even though you may not be the most, over-the-top skilled person in that position, if you kind of almost fake it till you make it type of mentality with confidence, like, I think that is a huge pro of JJ's. And if you would throw him into the fire, year 1, and let's just say, he does lose that confidence, I think it could be, a detriment to his long-term career. But also this, You look at three of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre for multiple seasons. Jordan Love sat behind Aaron Rodgers for multiple seasons. Patrick Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith for his whole first year, and he looks like to be the greatest quarterback of all time. So there is clearly a plan out there where sitting, a quarterback behind a veteran definitely does work out. But I'll make this point. Every situation is different. And I feel like with the situation that the Vikings are in right now, with Sam Darnold, having him the ability to, be a mentor for J.J. McCarthy, I think the Vikings would honestly be stupid not to sit him. But I'll get to you guys my overall thoughts here in a second. But I want to ask you guys, should the Vikings start J.J. McCarthy week 1? Let me know your thoughts down below. Give me a Y for yes or give me an N for no down in the comment section. Let me know your guys' thoughts, as this is a tough choice for me, a very tough choice. But this is my take. I would lean sitting JJ year 1 because of all the reasons I just mentioned. I think it would help him add more muscle on his frame. I think it would also just allow him to deep dive into the playbook more. And, you wouldn't kill his confidence if he does go out there and struggle. But I would have an open competition going into camp. I wouldn't just say, Sam Darnold, you're our week 1 starting quarterback no matter what. I want that because also it would add some more confidence to a guy like Sam Darnold or some more competitiveness to a guy like Sam Darnold. If you tell him you got a rookie quarterback on your tail and you aren't guaranteed to start, that's going to get the most out of him. That's going to get the most out of J.J. McCarthy. And competition is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And the Vikings have an opportunity to create that in training camp. So that's my take. I would lean sitting J.J. Honestly the whole first season, but I would have it be an open competition heading into camp. But coming up next on today's show, the greatest football coach of all time, Bill Belichick, had some interesting quotes around J.J. McCarthy, which I can't wait to share with you guys. But we also do have J.J. McCarthy jerseys on sale right now. If you guys head to chatsports.com/Vikings jersey, you guys can get one of these bad boys, as J.J. is going to be rocking number 9 next season. So if you guys want to be rocking the hottest jersey at US Bank Stadium this season, hit that link, chatsports.com/Vikings jersey. I mean, how sweet is this? I cannot wait for mine to come in. So if you guys want one as well, chatsports.com/Vikings jersey, get yours today. But let's dive into what Bill Belichick had to say around J.J. McCarthy. I just want to share this quote with you guys to round out today's show. He says, "There's a lot to like about McCarthy. This kid's tough. He's a great leader. He's an alpha guy. Players love him. His teammates love him. And he makes a lot of good decisions." Carried on to say, "He really helps your team. I think he'll work well with the Vikings, and I think Coach Kevin O'Connell will do a great job with them, and he's got some good players to work with, especially Justin Jefferson." And you got to tip your cap to a guy like Bill Belichick because he knows some sort of football, and he obviously knows a lot more than I do or any of us watching today's show does. So it just it was a positive quote that I saw around Bill Belichick. Just made me feel better about J.J. McCarthy, just kind of speaking to more of who he is as just a leader, as a quick decision maker, and just overall a face of a franchise is another reason why I'm huge on McCarthy. But also another reason why I'm huge on McCarthy. If you guys don't know, he was a hell of a hockey player actually growing up until his freshman year of high school. And he actually had this to say about his hockey playing career. He says, "That was actually my first love. I started when I was like 5 years old. And yeah, I had to make a really big decision on if I was going to stick with the hockey route or the football route." He said, "I kind of made that decision around freshman year of high school, and it was the hardest decision I ever had to make." And I absolutely love that he's a hockey guy because we know, if you guys have watched any playoff hockey this year, the clips are insane. My man Trace Gerard tweeted out a hockey clip against the Dallas Stars, and it was just insane. The physicality that they play with in the NHL playoffs, I just think it just speaks to the toughness around the kid. So I absolutely love that he is a hockey guy. But to round out today's show, I just want to get this message out there. Be patient with them, Vikings fans. This is not a quarterback where it's like if we would have drafted Michael Penix or Jaden Daniels or Bo Nix, guys that are 23 and 24 years old, where we expect them right away to hit the ground running and be a great, great quarterback in the NFL. I'm cool with being patient with JJ. The Vikings Super Bowl window with the plan they have right now is in years 2026 to 2029, where he is still on his rookie deal, but he has had years of NFL experience. So just be patient with him. Even if the Vikings do decide to throw him into the fire week 1 and he struggles the entire first season, just be patient. This kid turned 21 years old. last January, and I really think it's going to end up working out. But hey, if you guys believe in J.J. McCarthy as much as I do, round out today's show by dropping a like on today's video if you guys are a believer in J.J. McCarthy. And as always, guys, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. We're going to be posting daily videos around your Minnesota Vikings all the way up until week 1 of the NFL season. So don't miss out on the thing. Hit that sub button. See you guys next time. Skol Vikes.